All right, it is Wednesday, day one, and we have our third section of chapter six, um, consumer consumer awareness. So the third section is called opportunity cost. So now I'm going to go through. I posted down here the 2 pages. I'm going to go through them, and then you'll do the same thing, and you will go answer questions about it in classroom. Or classwork, I should say. Okay, so what the heck is opportunity cost? So, if down here, it kind of gives you the definition of opportunity cost: the true cost of something in terms of what you have to give up to get the item, the benefits you would have received by taking the other action. So, the opportunity cost is it's not just everything you buy has a cost. It doesn't just exist in a bubble. So let's go through this, and then it'll make a little bit more sense. Because it's always easy to spend more than you make, you must develop power over purchase. It doesn't matter how much money you make. If you have a spending plan and power over purchase, you can win with money. So, everything we've been talking about in terms of buyer's remorse or whatever, if you have a plan of how you're going to handle your bigger purchases, then you will be set up for success because it's like I said in the beginning of the year, there's no judgment on the things you decide to buy, as long as you've decided that that's where you want your money to go. We all have a limited amount of money, except maybe Jeff Bezos. But we have a limited amount of money. So even when you think, oh, when I make $50,000, then I'll have it. Then and I won't have to worry about money. Once I make $75,000 a year, then I'll know what I'm doing and I'll be able to afford it. I promise you, the more you make, the more you will spend, and it will just kind of grow. You will always be in a position where you just have to be thoughtful about how you spend your money. There will never be a time, again, unless you invent Amazon or Tesla, that you will have the kind of money that you can just at any time buy anything and not pay the price if you buy something that doesn't make any sense or fit your budget. So here are the tips. Tip number one: wait overnight before making a purchase. It's so hard to do. And in fact, it's amazing advice for any big decision in your life. Don't make any decision impulsively, unless it's to go eat some peanut M&Ms. Go ahead and do that. But if it's a big purchase or it's a big relationship or it's a big decision about a job, do not make that decision quickly. Wait overnight before making a purchase. Take the time to consider whether it is a need or a want. Remember in September talking about needs and wants? It's been the whole topic of conversation for this entire class. And then also make sure you've budgeted for it. So again, the new iPhone comes out, you want it, but your other iPhone works just fine. Sleep on it. Do you really need to go spend the money on the new iPhone? Or is your phone just fine for now, where you can save? And then when you save up enough, you can just buy that phone if that's what you want to spend your money on. Number two, consider your buying motives. No amount of stuff equals contentment or fulfillment. People sometimes get happiness and fun confused. We buy fun, but you cannot buy happiness. Do you see the difference? It's fun to get a new phone. It's fun to get Air Force One shoes. It's fun to go on an impulsive trip. Does it make us happy? Maybe the trip. But does it make us happy? Nope. None of that makes us happy. So if you acknowledge that you're just buying fun, great. But if you spend more than you can afford, you're actually buying stress. Why would you spend money to feel stressed? Okay, happiness is where you are right now. Claim it for yourself. Never buy anything you do not understand. So if someone wants you to invest in something you don't understand, do not buy it. If someone says invest in Bitcoin and you have no idea what it is, do not buy it. Don't invest in anything you don't understand, particularly financial products like insurance or investments. Consider the opportunity cost of your money, which means that the money spent here cannot be spent there. Wherever you make a choice, you must pass up other opportunities. In other words, if you buy that phone and you can't afford the phone, you now are paying an extra $35 a month for that phone for the next 2 years. Now, all of a sudden, you can't afford to go out to dinner with your friend, or you can't afford to pay your water bill, or you can't afford to put gas in the car. There's the ultimate story, right? Pay a lot of money for the car, but you don't have money then to put gas in it. So be careful that you've considered those opportunity costs. Once I take that money and I put it, then it's done. They're never going to give me a refund if I change my mind. I have to keep paying that money until it is paid. And then I don't have that money to buy other things or to live the lifestyle that I want. You think now like you don't maybe do that much because you see people at school, or you see people through sports. Once school ends and you're out of school and you've graduated, the way to see people is to do things that are social, to go out to dinner, to go out to meals, to go to Topgolf, to go do whatever you do. That all costs money, even if it's just to go quadding or whatever. Then you need money for that quad or to maintain that quad. So if you want to have those experiences, you need to make sure you have the money for them. Number 5, seek wise counsel. Do you know what counsel is? It's me. It's someone telling you, don't make that decision. It could be a parent, it could be an aunt, it could be a friend who is wise. Seek wise counsel. Young adults who are not yet married should find an accountability partner. Wouldn't that be a great thing? Someone with whom you can discuss big purchases. Let's say you have a best friend and you're like, hey, should I get the iPhone 12 or whatever? If you have a friend who's just like, yeah, dude, go for it, that's not counsel. That's not someone who's responsible to help you. Your friend should say, well, I don't know. How much money do you have? How much money have you saved? How much does the phone cost? Once you pay for that phone, will you have enough money to afford the data plan for it or whatever? So have people in your life who will give you the straight answer and talk to you about it, not just be like, yeah, dude, go for it. YOLO. YOLO should never be in your vocabulary when you're talking about money. And then it says once you are married, you should seek the counsel of your spouse. Don't think that you have to get married. If you do decide to have a partner in your life, that partner is going to be someone who you make financial choices with for sure. In fact, one of the biggest issues couples have is money. On the second page, you can go look at it yourself, but it says if you follow these steps, you will limit your spending and make purchases you are proud of. And then the journal entry is explain why it is important to develop power over purchase. In other words, power over purchase means I have control over that purchase. These are the steps to take to make sure you have control over that purchase and that your purchase doesn't have control over you. You haven't just let yourself be like, oh, I'm just so excited for the new whatever. I'm just going to go get it. You have control. You've thought it out. You've prepped. You've asked people and you've done the research. Then you have the power, not the purchase has the power over you. All right. Go answer those questions. I hope you're getting something out of it.